What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the cards that are coming to College Football 25 Ultimate Team tomorrow, including all of the new college football playoffs, as well as a new rush wide receiver as well to add to your specific squad. Now, as we do dive into these cards today, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, man, please smash that subscribe button, hit the noti bell. It helps me out more than you guys know. Really do appreciate all your support on the channel. And we upload more content, college football ultimate team here than anywhere else. Now, let's look at Bryce Boettcher. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Boettcher, I don't even know. 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 92 strength, good tackler, good block shed, good hit power, good zone coverage. Looks like a really solid middle linebacker. You know, from top to bottom, when I'm looking at this card, it looks like he really doesn't lack anything on the field. Now, one thing I do want to see, and I'll look it up right now, is what is his height? Like, I think that's super important to obviously look at. He's 6'2". That's not bad. 6'2" middle linebacker with these stats, really solid. One thing I'll say is I am a Danny Stutzman fan, a stan until I can't be anymore. You know, Danny Stutzman is 6'4". Obviously, it's tough. But this card looks really solid as far as middle linebackers are concerned. Then we see Treveyon Henderson, power back. Yikes, power backs run so weird on this game. 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 change direction, solid, good carrying, trucking, break tackle is solid as well. He's a fine card. I just wish he wasn't a power back. I'm glad we're getting Treveyon Henderson because we saw Judkins really early on this year, and he was good for a very long time. Glad Treveyon Henderson is now in the game, and I expect this card to be a really solid card for your specific squad. Problem is, he's a power back. And again, a 95 overall with 93 speed, really at this stage, is not ideal. Next up, Barron from Texas, strong safety, 93 speed. What is up with, okay, a couple of things. Number one, this doesn't say LTD, so I don't know if he's just a 95 overall. But what is up with all of these cards not seeing great, speed? 95 overall, but only 93 speed. He's only 5'10", 94 acceleration. Good man, good zone coverage. In coverage, he's going to be great, but 95 hit power as well. Pretty crazy for Barron. I don't hate this card whatsoever. It just, to me, I'm just kind of confused. What is up with all these cards getting 95 overalls that just really cannot, aren't that fast? That's kind of I don't want to say a huge red flag, but it is a red flag to me. These cards are not overly fast. Barron's fine at the strong safety position, but I wouldn't overpay just because he's a 95 overall. There's nothing that he really does that's special, anything like that. The card is fine. You can definitely play him if you want to, but I don't think he is anything too crazy. Next up here, we see Evan Stewart, wide receiver from Oregon here. 94 speed, 92 jumping, great route runner, especially the short route running. Obviously is really solid in there. Now let's continue moving forward. His height is 5'11", another 5'11" card, another 5'11" wide receiver. And again, it's fine, but height definitely matters quite a bit on this game. So only 5'11" does hurt his value just slightly. I don't hate Evan Stewart at all. I think he is a fine wide receiver on this game. Another wide receiver to add into the game and just, hopefully bring down the price of some of the other cards. But I don't think Evan Stewart is anything crazy. He's definitely a fine card that you can add to your squad, but not a crazy card at that wide receiver position. Does fit my Oregon team chemistry though, so if I end up running him tomorrow, you guys know why. He fits my team chemistry. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Zane Durant up next for Penn State. 83 speed, 91 acceleration, 94 strength, 94 block shed as well is really solid. Solid power move, solid finesse move. Not a whole ton here to look at. He's a solid card, but he's not overly fast. The 91 acceleration is crazy. Block shed is really good. He is a run stopper. He's not going to get after the quarterback that well. He's fine, but not going to get after the quarterback that well. He's a fine defensive tackle in this game. Is he a top defensive tackle? No. There are defensive tackles that are way better than Zane Durant, but he is a defensive tackle that can play and compete at a decent level on this game. Next up, we do see TJ Shanahan. Now, I feel like offensive line-wise, we've seen a lot of guys recently come out. TJ Shanahan, 94 strength, solid pass blocking, better run blocker than pass blocker slightly, but just a balanced right guard in this game. And you guys know me, I've talked about it before. I like my balanced offensive linemen. I like guys that can do a little bit of both. They can, they can run block, they can pass block. I like guys that can do it all. TJ Shanahan can do that. Good strength, good pass blocker, solid run blocker. Just a overall really solid right guard. Now, is he going to be the best right guard in the game? I don't know. At the time I'm recording this, there's been a lot of, offensive linemen released recently, so it's tough for me to say all that. But I like this card. I like what he does provide on the field. Next up, we see Ellis Robinson the fourth, cornerback from Georgia. Again, a 94 overall corner, and I'm not trying to hate on any card specifically, but he only has 93 speed. And I just don't get what is going on? Why is this the case for what we're seeing? I feel like normally have the same overall as speed, and that's not the case lately. He is 6 feet tall, good man coverage, good zone coverage. I just wish he was a little bit faster. That's my real only complaint on this card, is the fact that I wish he was a little bit faster with a little bit of better acceleration. To me, he's a fine corner, but the fact that he's a 94 overall with 93 speed and 92 acceleration just does not excite me. I don't know, maybe it excites you, but it does not excite me on this game whatsoever. Next up, Andrew Simpson, right outside linebacker, pass coverage, 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 92 block shed, power move, finesse move, not great. It's not horrible though. Remember, he's an outside linebacker. It is what it is. That's fine. One thing I will say about Andrew Simpson is this. You know what you're getting. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, good block shed. Not going to get after the quarterback that well, but in pass coverage, he's going to be solid, because here's the deal. You drop him into zone. Okay, let's just think about this, right? You drop him into zone. He is going to do a lot of things well, right? He's going to play great coverage. You guys can see 91 zone coverage. He's fast, decent acceleration, and his block shed is good as well. Because I know a lot of people are like, Ty, I'm struggling stopping the run right now. Andrew Simpson has good enough block shed that he's going to be fine at that as well. One thing I will say about Andrew Simpson is this. He is 6'1" on the field. It's not the tallest right outside linebacker, but I like this card. Not necessarily the perfect card. I don't think he's better than, who's the guy we've seen recently? Kyle Van Noy. I don't think Simpson's better than him, but I think he's in this similar category. So overall with these college football playoff cards, honestly, I'm seeing a bunch of mid, like genuinely. I know a lot of people care about the chemistries a lot. I'm seeing a lot of mid. Treveyon Henderson, Barron, like Evan Stewart, like a lot of these cards are just mid to me. And again, if they fit what you personally want, that's fine. Then use them and have fun with them. I'm just saying, for me, overall, I see a lot of mid here. So that's just me and my personal opinion. Then we see A.J. Brown as far as our rush card. Now, for me, it's another rush card, right? He's going to be in packs for 1 day. We'll see what that ability is. Hopefully, if it's like gold takeoff, then obviously A.J. Brown becomes a lot better. 95 speed, good catching traffic, solid route runner. A.J. Brown absolutely is solid on this game. There really is no question about it. It just comes down to like me. I feel like right now we've got a lot of solid wide receivers in the game. So where does he stack up? Really want to see where that takeoff does lie. That's really going to depend, how good A.J. Brown does end up being. But I don't mind looking at this card. He looks like a decent route runner with good speed. I want to see what that spin and juke move end up being like, because that could definitely play a factor on where A.J. Brown ends up being as far as ranking at that wide receiver position. But I personally don't mind the card at all. I think A.J. Brown is a card that can play and compete at a decently high level. So that's kind of my personal opinion on A.J. Brown. I don't think he's perfect. Don't think he's anything like that. But I do think the card is at least playable, right? I think he's going to be probably a top 5 wide receiver. How does he compare to like a guy like Jeremiah Smith? It's all going to depend on what that ability truly is going to end up being. If it does end up being, gold takeoff, something like that, well, then you're looking at A.J. Brown being one of the best overall wide receivers in the entire game. So that's what's to note with the drops tomorrow. Honestly, I'm seeing a lot of mid in tomorrow's college football playoff drop. It is what it is, but that's just what I'm seeing. That's okay. You guys can still pick up old college football playoff cards. You can still pick up all the other cards that probably tomorrow will go down in price. So just because I don't necessarily love the drop tomorrow, it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I'm not necessarily even that disappointed about it. Would I like it to be a drop that I, really did enjoy? Absolutely. I think anybody would like that, but it's okay. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we will ultimately make it work. And is any of these cards going to be, picked up for my specific squad? I don't know, maybe, but only time will tell as far as that is concerned. So that's going to wrap it up for my video, breaking down each and every one of the college football playoff cards, as well as A.J. Brown coming tomorrow. Again, I don't hate a lot of these cards. We'll see what Bryce's change of direction is. This card could be one of your best middle linebackers. He's going to be one of the best middle linebackers. We'll see, where he stacks up compared to a guy like Danny Stutzman when the card does come out tomorrow. But again, as far as the rest of those cards, I'm seeing a lot of mid in my opinion. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.